Alright, my good chums, we're gonna make a video on the top 5 most brutal Jurassic Park deaths. I don't know why I keep doing most brutal deaths. They're fun, they're easy to make. Top 5's very easy, but still not getting any views for it though. I think we should just jump right into it. This can be fun. Jurassic Park franchise, I'm a big fan. With Jurassic Park being my favourite movie, they're also very brutal movies, so let's just get started. Did you like the intro? Yeah, just showing my name. That was a pretty terrible cut, not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna come out better. I guess I was wrong, like always. Anyway, at number 5, we have Robert Muldoon. Now, I was actually gonna put Nedry here, but I thought this one was just a little bit more brutal, as at the end of it you can actually see the Velociraptor fucking digging into his skull, which is pretty gruesome. What else happens? And it's kind of a payoff from the start of the movie, where Robert has his gun trained on the raptor, and then, of course, the raptor comes from the side, as that's what Alan Grant explained earlier. And, of course, that very iconic line, clever girl, that basically earns my number 5 spot. Now that I've looked back on it even more, that intro's even worse. I turned down the music than it was originally. Anyway, number 4 is Dieter Stark. This guy, he's an absolute arse. He starts stinging compies, compsognathus, or nathus, I don't know how you pronounce it in England. It all sounds weird if you ask me. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. And of course he pays the price when he goes to take a piss. He falls down a hill, and he gets eaten alive by compies. And then you see the blood in the water. It's perfect. I love it. 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, it's perfect. So I don't really have much to say. It's just brutal. I mean, look at him. You can see him biting at his lip, and they're surrounding him, climbing all over him. That's a really gruesome death. I love it. Next, at number 3, we have Ken Wheatley. Now, this would be higher if the Indoraptor didn't go and bloody smile, which was so stupid. I have my issues with this film, but this was a gruesome death. But this film is my second least favourite. Jurassic Park 3 is the worst in my opinion, even though they're basically the same. Anyway, getting off topic again. Why do I keep doing this? Now, Ken, it was brutal. I mean, he tried to pry the tooth out of the Indoraptor's mouth. Of course, it didn't move because it's a bloody hybrid. Also, that Indoraptor went for 2 less, honestly. It should be worth more money. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm getting off topic. But it should be worth more money. Like, 20 million? I think a bit more. You know what? Screw it. A lot more. God, hundreds of millions. Should be. But anyway, I need to stop doing this. So he has his arm ripped off. And the only reason he needed to get the tooth is because he needed to die later in the film. And that's how they did it. Anyway, sorry. He had his arm ripped off, and then the Indoraptor sniffing in his face. He's basically crying at this point. No tears, but he's basically crying. And then the Indoraptor goes to town and starts eating his face. I love it. It's brilliant. So, what could top this one? Well, there's 2, and I think you know the next 2. It's pretty obvious. Making it into our number 2 spot is Zara Young. And honestly, this was the first female death, and it was amazing. First female death in the Jurassic Park franchise. I mean, wow, beautiful. She didn't deserve to die out of anyone. Claire deserved this death. But anyway, this was brutal. The pteranodons pick her up, start dunking her in the water, and then they just begin to torture her. They throw her around. People accuse this of being sexist. Get over it. It's a death. And anyway, wouldn't it be sexist if we had no female deaths? But anyway, it was fine. It was good. Really good. And then the Mosasaurus comes up and bites down on Pteranodon and her. But what you don't know is the Mosasaurus has a second pair of teeth. And they basically just, once you bite down, the teeth go back and forward, I believe. And I believe Zara is still alive at this point. That's, I've learned about dinosaurs all my life. I love them. But I can't really remember that fact that well, because I've been more into Star Wars lately. But anyway, at number 1, you should have all seen this coming, is Eddie Carr. Yeah, we all love this death, because, Eddie, for some reason he was a character I didn't want to die when I was younger, but he got the most brutal death, so I can't really complain. So T-Rexes, they come and attack the car. Eddie's screaming. They rip off the roof. Oh, it's so much. Oh, it's so good. I'm sorry. They grab him by the foot, I believe. Then throw him around a little bit. Head goes in one mouth, his legs go in the other, and then they rip it apart. And then you can hear the crunch, and you can still hear him screaming even when he's in the mouth. It's brilliant. Oh, I love it. So that's why it takes number 1, guys. You can leave yours in the comments down below if you want. I don't really care. So that was my list. As I said, you can leave a comment. I don't really care what you do. You can leave a like, but you don't have to. In fact, give me one of those big fat dislikes. It still helps out. Yeah, I really have nothing else to say. Apart from, did you like that stupid intro I did? It was terrible, wasn't it? Honestly, I need to work on that. But for the next episode, just expect that intro. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Bye.